Okay, there's a couple things that I don't like about the WoW race. It's an artificial race to me. And I know that sounds like, I don't know, weird or like wrong, but realistically, there's only ever like 3 or 4 groups that even have a chance of clearing, right? You will never have some random group out of nowhere just come in and win. Yeah, okay, so it's more like 2 or 3, right? So it's Liquid, Echo, and then like according to the leaderboards that I've seen on the past like 3 races, like Method has always been like far behind. It's normally just like Liquid and Echo, but I haven't followed it for like very long, right? Because I know Method used to win, like they won like 10 in a row or some shit like that. I care about the race more because of the players. No, I know Echo used to be Method, but they like rebranded after all that Method Josh shit, right? They like tried to distance themselves from that. Again, I'm not trying to shit on the race at all. I actually really enjoy like when Echo was trying to clear that. Hold on. What was the copy pasta? It was, I beg and plead, please soak the seed. Dude, that was so funny, dude. And then like in Max's chat, he had people spamming, what the fuck is a kilometer? American flag. What the fuck is a whatever? That was awesome too. Yeah, so I actually like the race more for the people than the actual content. Like, I actually kind of think the content is complete garbage. I'm not gonna lie. The reason why I think it's so bad is because it's artificially long because you have to farm for gear. It's bosses that they already know all the mechanics for. They have triggers already set up. It's essentially just 1 or 2 bosses that they don't actually know, right? So there's no discovery. There's nothing new. It's artificial. I could never do that, man. I could never do that. And not only that, but there's only like 2 or 3 groups that even have a chance of winning because of all of the work and collective efforts that it takes to participate in it. So like me personally, I actually think the race is kind of dog shit. Like in Final Fantasy, like people cheat, they use triggers, they use all this shit, you know? But the thing is that no one has access to any of that prior to the patch. So you can always have this group that just comes in last second and just claims the win. I think that's so cool. I think that because there's no discovery in WoW and you really like the race is kind of a debate, right? Because it's not really a race. It's just a competition between like 2 people. Well, okay, it is a race, but not in the sense that it appears to be. There's not like, 10 groups or 15 groups. There's like 2 or 3. And like if you like that, like I'm not saying that's necessarily bad. I'm saying that that's why I'm not interested in it. Like when I watch Liquid stream and Max's stream, or when I watch like Roger's stream, Scripe stream, when I watch those streams, I'm watching it for them. I'm watching it because I want to see them clear. I don't even care if like which one wins. Like I actually simp for both of them. It's the same two or 3 teams. I don't think so at all, man. There's been multiple rate tiers where someone at the last second has swooped in and got the clear that they've never heard from. Even the Savage Criterion, the Lucrezia group came in and fucking shit on everybody. And like Unnamed, you guys can say, like people can say whatever the fuck they want about Unnamed, but Unnamed crushed top. They were days ahead of both Neverland and Aether Group 3. People can say that their clear doesn't count. No, it counts. They cleared it first with the same tools that other people were using. Why do you think the World Race team didn't bitch? Why do you think none of the World First teams, why do you think they didn't bitch? Why do you think they weren't like, oh my God, can you believe that they used a fucking Zoom hack? Because they're all looking at each other like, glad we didn't get caught. Yoshi doesn't say so. Well, Yoshi also said the paladins could never block magic. So, honestly, a widescreen monitor is not that much different than a fucking Zoom hack. Have you seen a widescreen monitor? Why do you think people with widescreen monitors get so much shit? That was always so crazy to me, man, was that people gave Unnamed so much shit for using a Zoom hack. The Zoom hack doesn't even help you that much, man. There are way crazier tools than a fucking Zoom hack. Yeah, but I just think that that's cool, man, because Unnamed came in at the last second on P8 and they crushed it. They're an insane group, man. I mean, well, really, though, all those groups are insane. They're all super good. Yeah, that's another thing, too, right, is like a Zoom hack doesn't help you perform better, like under long hours. Like a Zoom hack can give you information, but honestly, if you have an ultra wide, you get basically the same information anyway. And the information that you can get from a Zoom hack isn't even that like critical as a lot of people think. Well, yeah, information is huge, but what information can you get from a Zoom hack? Like look at top. what possible information can you get from a zoom hack that you can't get from an ultra wide or a normal POV? Like what? There's nothing in the first phase. There's nothing in the second phase. There's nothing in the third phase. Didn't they also use Splatoon, or am I misremembering? I mean, the thing is like, well, you're misremembering on that. It was never proven that they used Splatoon. At least I never heard of it. I think people made a big deal about the zoom hack. After that happened, it really showed me how naive people are, because people really thought that that was like the worst possible thing. The memes were like absolutely amazing. Even this dude, even this. Hello, guys. It's me, the astronaut that took the crazy footage from way out in space for the world first at JP team. Now I know a lot of speculation has been going around about mods being used in order to get the view, but I can't confirm that it was actually me who was getting the shot for Whim as their 15th member. It was really hard to get the timing right, as moving a spaceship is rather slow. I had to make sure the westers weren't cooked up super high so I could capture the footage. And that's it. Let me tell you this, man. Last raid tier was a big lesson for me. I will never again, never again take someone's FFLogs even remotely serious in a hardcore setting. Never. Because last tier, we had a couple players and their logs were phenomenal, and even their clear times were phenomenal. But I had never played with them before, and they had never done hardcore prog before, and they really struggled. They were cool people, but as far as like a hardcore group setting, and I'm not even talking about a world prog group setting, I'm talking about a hardcore group setting, they struggled because of the hours, because when you go into a fight that you've never known before, it's much harder to perform than a fight that you've done a million times. Okay, I'll put it this way. When I prog with people, it will be people I know. I'll play with you if it's like a mid-core group. I don't care if it's a mid-core group. But if I join a hardcore group and I don't know you, I'm probably not going to play with you. It's kind of funny. With all of these rules in place for FFLogs actually matters less now than it did before with basically no rules in play. That's so funny. That's so ironic, man. What is sandbagging? Okay, so let's say that you're trying to get a good parse in a fight. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold my GCD. I'm not going to attack the boss, and I'm going to let you finish your entire 2-minute window, and then I'm going to hit the boss so that your parse will be as high as possible, and mine will be as shit as possible. I really don't care how good someone is at the game, just as long as we can clear, right? But it depends on the setting. So like if I do a reprog group, as long as we can clear, if you struggle a little bit, you know, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, like, yeah, I'm going to call you out when you make a mistake, but I mean, you know, people call me out when I make mistakes. That's what I want. But I'm not going to like get actually pissed or like, you know, actually like frustrated. But in a hardcore setting, the mentality is different. The expectation is much higher. What are my opinion on people that hide their logs but talk a lot of shit in raid? I mean, obviously they're idiots, right? I mean, I think if you hide your logs, I think you're dumb, but you know, there's like no reason to ever hide a log. Like, who cares if you suck? If you suck, then own it. You know, you're like, yeah, I'm fucking shit, dude. Yeah, I'm bad. Like, I would rather have my logs be like all gray and bad than hide them, because if you hide them, you're like, how bad are they really? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. It sucks that people feel that way, actually. The thing is, man, in this game, people are so obsessed with like logs that they start to make really bad decisions, man. Normally, the first bad decision like literally comes from what is impressive, right? Like that mentality. And the only thing people care about is actually that number.